Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Hope and today I am going to show you how to make the Supernova top. For the supplies, you're going to need a darning needle, a pair of scissors, and a 5mm crochet hook. For this pattern, you can use a weight 4 yarn or a light weight 4 yarn. I'm going to be using the Metallica yarn from Hobby. And if you haven't had a chance to use their yarns yet, this is absolutely one of my favorites. So before we get started, you're going to need one measurement to make the top. You're going to want to know the length from the top of your collarbone all the way to the side of your rib cage, just like I'm showing you here on the mannequin. First off, I would like to thank today's sponsor, which is Lumi. Lumi was created by OBGYN Shannon Klingman. Lumi has sent me 4 amazing products that I have been using for the past month or so. Lumi comes in 8 different scents, also stops odors before they even start. Lumi is also clinically proven to block body odors all day and continues to control BO for up to 72 hours. I myself have been using the Lumi products for a while now. I've noticed it has definitely helped me with my postpartum body odors. And if you know, you definitely know. My personal favorite has been this deodorant stick, and you can literally use it everywhere. And it applies on smooth, it doesn't leave it cast like a lot of other deodorants do, and it smells so good. They also have another version that is a body cream, and it's in the scent Lavender Sage. For this, you apply a pea-sized amount, and you just apply it wherever you need to, and it smells so good. They also sent me a body deodorant spray that is in the scent Soft Powder, and they sent me an acidified body wash in the scent Clean Tangerine. What makes Lumi products even better is that it is a low irritation formula, and I am somebody that has sensitive skin, so it definitely speaks for itself. And did I mention these are vegan and cruelty-free? Lumi's starter pack is a great bundle deal for new customers. It comes with a full-size deodorant stick, a cream deodorant or a deodorant spray, 2 free products like a mini body wash or wipes, free shipping, and just for my followers, Lumi is offering an extra $5 off when you click the link down in the description and enter the code HopieDope at checkout. That is a deal over 40% off. So huge thank you to Lumi for sponsoring today's video. To get started, go ahead and make yourself a slip knot. And now we're going to chain multiples of 4 until we get the length from your collarbone to the side of your rib cage. Once you finish chaining, we're going to start our first row by going into the 3rd chain from the hook and placing 3 double crochets. There's 1, 2, and 3. So now you've placed your 3 double crochets, and so far this is what your work should be looking like. Now chain 2, and into the next chain you're going to place a single crochet. And so far, this is what it should be looking like. You have your 3 double crochets, your chain 2, and a single crochet. Now you're going to skip 2 stitches, and into that 3rd stitch, you're going to place 3 double crochets. Now you're going to go ahead and chain 2 and place a single crochet into the next space. And now you're just going to repeat that same pattern all the way until you reach the end of this row. When you reach the end of the row, you should be left with 1 chain. You're going to chain 2 and place a single crochet into that space. And that officially completes the first row. To begin row 2, you're going to chain 2 and flip your work. Now for the rest of this pattern, we're only going to be working our stitches into the chain 2 spaces. So start off by placing 3 double crochets into that first space. Next, you're going to chain 2 and place a single crochet back into that same space. And as you work up your rows, you're going to end up noticing that these stitches are going to look like little scallops. But we're just going to go ahead and move on to the next space and repeat everything we just did into the next chain 2 space. So we're going to place 3 double crochets, chain 2, and single crochet back into the same space. And this is what your work should be looking like. Now from here on out, you're going to repeat that whole process into every chain 2 space. So I just reached the end of my row, and this is what everything should be looking like. Now you're going to see there's this little scallop at the end that is completely normal because as we work up our rows, there's going to be scallops along the side. So now what we're going to do is chain 2 and turn our work and repeat that whole process all over again until you have a panel that is a full square, making sure that it measures evenly on both sides. So once you're done working up your panel to an even square, it should be looking something like this. Now I'm going to grab my tape measure and make sure it is even from corner to corner. And this top is measuring at about 16 inches, and I'm going to go ahead and measure the opposite corners as well. And the opposite corners ended up also being 16 inches. Now moving on to making the straps, you're going to want to make a chain that's at least 125 stitches long. And once you have your chain, we're going to go ahead and slip stitch back down it so that it's more durable. Now go ahead and keep making your slip stitches until you make it back down to the end of this strap, and I'm going to meet you at the end. Now I'm just going to finish up making my last slip stitch. And I'm going to place another single crochet back into that same space. From here, you're going to go ahead and make your second strap with everything that we just did by chaining up and then making your slip stitches back down. And once again, I'm going to go ahead and finish up my last slip stitches. Now go ahead and slip stitch back into that same space that we started our chain from. Now what I like to do is slip stitch into that first double crochet. Then chain one and fasten off your work. From here, you're just going to go ahead and take your darning needle and sew in your end. And you don't have to do anything crazy, but that's what I'm gonna do. And now I'm just going to snip off the rest of the yarn. And now if you want, you can go ahead and sew in your other end from when we began the row. But this is what the top should be looking like. We now have a full top and our two straps that tie around our neck. And what we're going to do next is just make a long chain that is going to loop through both of these bottom corners to tie around our back to hold the top up. So just grab your leftover yarn and make a super long chain. And remember, just make it super long because you want it to be able to go through these two bottom loops that tie around your back. And again, rule of thumb, you'd rather have it be too long than too short. And once you've added your strap, you're officially done with your supernova top. It's such a cute and simple workup, and here is a view from the back. And if you end up making and posting this baby, please tag me. And stay tuned for the next one.